My name's Sedrick Alexander, Austin LBJ, class of 2023.
Alexander of the LBJ Jaguars, Austin, Texas.
Sedrick Alexander
broke the record for most career touchdowns for Austin ISD. What did that record mean to you, and also that LBJ on your chest?
It's a blessing. I feel like I brought something special to the community and special to this team, and I just wanted to experience something great for everyone and just everyone to enjoy it.
4 months later, there was said after HG homecoming, I found out that I was pregnant with my son, and I never knew who he was gonna be. What I did know is that I was gonna have to grow up quickly. I did know that now I'm gonna be a mother. I did know that my future was about to change. Man, when he was little, he was such an active little being. I remember him playing with toys. I remember him playing with footballs and all kind of sports type of things were his choice of play.
He was like 2. He was wanted to, watch football with me. So he always watched football. And then one day he was like, well, can you throw the ball to me? And I was like, throw the ball? He was like 2 years old. And I threw him the ball, he caught it. He was like, well, I want to do what they doing on TV. So I was like, okay, well, this is what this route is. This is a fly, this is a out, this is a post, and that's where it all started. He was too young to play football, so the next year I was like, we're gonna look for you something to do because that's all you care about is football. So we found a little soccer league that did beginners at 3 years old, so we went on and put him in that. We seen the footwork, we was like, whoa, man, he is amazing. He was attacking the ball, doing what he had to do, making the goals. So they had to sit him out a lot. So I was like, man, this ain't our sport. We're gonna have to wait for football. So what we did was the next year, a guy came to the neighborhood, was like, man, we looking for some kids and this and that and that. And it started at the Southeast Ravens football team. And I was like, yeah, my son, he only 4. They was like, well, he can play with the 8-year-olds, but we do have a 4-year-old team, but they 3 and 4. If he's advanced, he can come to the 8 and under flag. So I was like, well, we can give it a try. So Lil Sid did 2 weeks of the little kitty 3 and 4-year-olds, and we had a game, and I had my people come out, and they was like, this kid is just too good to be playing 3 and 4. He need to be up.
One of the livest flag football players I had ever seen.
When you figure out you was special? So really, when I was young, my dad was putting them ankle weights on my ankle and stuff.
And I could just remember when he was little, me having arguments with Big Sid about tactics that he would use to make him better in football. One of them was he was wearing 5-pound ankle weights at 5 years old, and I remember me and my mom, I'm telling her, you gotta wear ankle weights, and we bad about it.
Oh, that was a battle. You talking about a big battle. What that boy doing out there with them weights on his legs?
A lot of people criticize.
Why you got my baby out here running with ankle weights? He only 5.
Why you doing this and why you doing this to your son? I was like, it ain't me, it's him. He want to be better.
And then Big Sid kept letting us know why. But I still didn't understand it.
He wanted to be better. He wanted to do everything that I did. I played flag football. I played, the semi-pro stuff. And he was like, well, I want to do that, Dad. I want to play football. And he was like, I need to get bigger and stronger and faster. And he was like, he was always like, I want to run heels. I want to do this and do that. So I put him on a pedestal first. Was like, okay, well, we're going to work you out while I go to practice. So you run around this track with these ankle weights on, and I'll be at practice.
But little did I know that what the concept was behind that. The concept was make him lighter on his feet. Something I didn't even fathom back then. But now I know. Now I'm probably gonna give the advice to a youngster like, hey, put your baby in some ankle weights. Get him, he gonna fly.
We started that journey, and then I called my partner, was like, look, the team that I'm playing with, they finna fold. We gotta do our own team. So we started the Austin Steelers.
Organization built by my dad and his friend. We did great things there. I won a state championship my first year playing with them, my midget year. And then I won a state championship back-to-back my second midget year. And then I won another one when I became a rookie. So it was flowing. Like I always been like a trophy boy.
I said lost like, when we was at the Southern Steelers, we was there for like 6-8 years. And I think Sid lost like 4 games total and won like 4 state championships.
We developed a team that was ultimate, like dynamic.
When it comes to football, I've literally like didn't pay attention to football. I've always been Sed's cheerleader since I was 6. I've cheered for every game that he's been in. I didn't like know anything about it. Like when you make a touchdown, yeah, cheering for it or not. But then as he progressed, like when they got on the Friday Night Tykes football show, I was like, oh, okay, we're getting somewhere.
I've been playing football with you all my whole life. That shit is crazy.
Oh God.
As we going through type of season, we found out there's an opportunity for them to be on TV. We like to be on TV. What? Austin Steelers gonna be on TV? So they had this show called Friday Night Tykes. So it basically was kind of like, you know, back in the day we had Friday Night Lights. Well, this Friday Night Tykes, it's a show that's going to key in on little league football teams and all the players that are like doing something in the little league in the South. I searched Friday Night Tykes on Twitter, and they was talking about my baby, talking down about my baby. Not only they wasn't talking about his skills. They was talking about how he cry baby. They was like, oh, let's say it is a cry baby. All he do is cry number 28. And then I'm writing on there, I'm typing back like, okay, but that cry baby beasting and he running all over people. And at the end of the day, to me, it was nothing but more reason for him to go harder.
In 6th grade, I went to a different middle school than him, and then I went to Kelly Lane with him. And when I went there, everybody used to always ask me about him and how do you feel as your brother being so good at football and whatnot.
Just have fun. Enjoy the experience. You understand that? Enjoy the experience, right? Because the truth be told, some of them might make it to the next level in the next one, right? So hey, shit, if you say, hey, I played with these guys and I tackled 28, right? You know what I'm saying? I played with these guys and I tackled 28, right?
I say you wanna try to graduate early and do things like that. I say we you know, in our household, Sid couldn't get no B's. You know, that's as simple as that. So we was like, you know, let's try to do the early college. Let's go to, you know, let's try to do that. So where we was at, we didn't have any early college.
144 divided by 12 minus 12. 144 divided by 12 minus 12.
Was we went and did the TSI. Said smashed the TSI. He passed all three segments of the test. And the lady was like, well, we ain't never had nobody in 8th grade to come knock out all 3. Everybody usually just do 2 and won't do the math because it got a lot of calculus and things like that. And Sid went in there and passed all 3. So we was like, well, this is gonna be a good school for him because we getting them ready for college. And that's another thing. That's why right now he is finna graduate early because of the early college that he did at LBJ.
I feel like his career from Kelly Lane to LBJ was one of the best moves we could have made for Sedrick athletically and academically. The role I played in the situation is, you know, just guiding and letting him understand that your education is so important. It's like the roadmap to your success.
Little court guy. I'm next. I don't care what he's talking about. Anyways, I got an outside corner. You already know how that is. How, you know, like in Madden, when you
a guy across the street named Eric, you know, he have his own little weight room and things in his garage, and he was like, man, he came to me, he's like, man, I want to train your son, man. And he was like, man, I just, let me train your son, I want to do it for free. And I was like, for free? He was like, yeah, man, I see the potential. I ain't never seen a 14-year-old, 13-year-old out here running and jogging in the rain. I see him, you know, doing sit-ups and push-ups in your garage. I want to train him. And I was like, nah. I said, well, you know what? I said, let me just send you over here. So he went to that guy, and that guy, you know, made Sid super strong.
Most of you niggas wouldn't say shit if they was ahead of me.
Let's go, Beast Mode. Slight work. From the back, turbo. Yeah. Tough.
Wait, let me see. What game was that? What game was that?
This is just said, not the Zeke.
I didn't say it was Zeke. You got it from Zeke.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
You
You got
always
it
think
from
everything
Zeke.
from the Cowboys.
Yes, you did. You get everything
is not from the Cowboys. No.
Yeah, you did. You got that from Zeke. He trying to show me a picture of him doing a hurdle. Telling me he ain't get it from Zeke. Oh yeah, you
Zeke
got
was
it
not the
from
first
Zeke.
person to hurdle in the NFL.
I didn't say he wasn't the first person, but you got it from Zeke.
How do I get it from Zeke if I was hurdling before?
Because I'm a Cowboys fan and you know I'm watching it.
Okay, I don't watch it.
You do watch it.
I don't watch Zeke hurdle and just say, oh, I'm gonna
You
do that
watch
next
the
game.
Cowboys.
I don't say Zeke hurdle.
You watch the Cowboys.
They not. Zeke's not.
I learned to find out that my grandson really loved football. It wasn't a thing of just out there playing and having a good time. He really liked football.
As Sedrick grew, he just continued to love the game. Like, he got older and older and older, and the game just, it's like he had tunnel vision to like what's going on in football. Like, he read things I would never see. He saw things.
So during my senior year, I went into the season knowing I could reach a record when it came to rushing touchdowns and it came to rushing yards.
Getting closer to breaking the record. As y'all know, he broke the AISD rushing yards record. As he got closer and closer to that, we used to talk about it like, oh yeah, you're going to get it next game, or I can't wait for you to get it, and we're going to celebrate and this and that. And when he got it, I had like a lightning bolt shock in my body. I'm like, yes, he got something.
For real. You just said.
Oh, I guess I broke the record. I didn't even know I broke it, but like, man, I'm really just worried about the game. It's 20-0. We really finna blow them out. Who care about the record right now? I'm gonna celebrate after the game.
You're going to have peaks and valleys, and I think early on those peaks and valleys are like a little bit more dramatic. Yes. You know, there are going to be days where you feel like you got everything under control, then there are going to be days where you feel like you got nothing under control. As you go, what experience does is tighten those peaks and valleys, and so that there's really a consistent line drawn.
Flight action. We taking flight, y'all. This is says takeoff. He just gonna keep going. So I say that to say, like, everything has prepared him for this day. Everything, from being on TV, from playing with great coaches, from having a dad that supported him and loved football just as much as he does, from having mom that's here for mental support, having grandparents here for mental support.
I'm not even gonna lie, he's the smarter sibling in the family to me. We bond over different things, and it's really good being his sibling, even though we argue sometimes. It's fun, and I enjoy it. Said, when you go to college, I want you to just be the best person that you could be, and please always remember to respect others, and don't just be saying stuff that you feel like. Just, you have to think before you talk, okay? And please have common sense. Or, like, understand what people are trying to tell you and do right, okay? I love you, and I can't wait to be in Vanderbilt, cheering you on in the sidelines and coming, like, most of your games. I want to come to most of your games. Probably can't because of basketball, but I'm going to try to be there.
You know, since 2 years old, man, you know, you did your thing, and, you know, I know now you're going to be off to college, you know, and sky's the limit. You put your focus onto it, like you gave us the respect and and the awareness of you doing big things since you was 2 years old, I know you'll go blow it out the water in college. And I know your whole goal is to go to the NFL. But if it don't, I know you'll be a great coach and you get that education, and we love you.
I want to thank God. I wouldn't be in this position without him. I want to thank my family, my dad, my mom. They've been through this journey since I was a little kid. Man, I've been playing football for a long time, and they're the reason I've been playing football. They put me in it at such a young age, and I just conquered and did great things. And I'm going to a great SEC school at Vanderbilt University. I want to thank all my supporters, everybody that came out today. I appreciate everyone. I appreciate everyone for coming out, y'all. Man, there's a lot of people out here supporting me, and it's just a blessing to have everybody that shows so much love for me. I want to thank my grandma. She been through thick and thin with me. Cowboys games, we argue all the time and stuff like that about football. I'm trying to tell her what's right or what's wrong. And I love my grandma, man. She been through it with me since I was young. My sister, I love my sister. She always gonna tell me what's right from wrong. She always thinks she's right, but yeah, I love my sister.
So it's a lot that we have to instill in him. It's not over. It's just beginning. It's just beginning.
Record him. Record him. Coach, record him. That is Tony Gonzalez.
I got it. Missed. If you don't turn that damn TV back off, I'm gonna miss you. Turn that TV on. Did you see him turn the TV off? See him turn the TV off, and I'm trying to watch it. So
Not even the.
did you? Are you serious? Give me my remote.
No.
Give me my remote, boy. Give me my remote.
Wait, we gotta turn it back on.